Salve Skipoli. Okay, this video is going to review a lot of the main points about scansion, but it's also going to add a few new ones. Everything I say will be fair game for a quiz tomorrow. Maybe it'll be open note, maybe it will be no notes, maybe it won't happen at all. Nobody knows, except me, but I'm not going to tell you. So, let's review. Okay, vowels, when you scan them, are either going to be long or short. If they are long, there are only two possible ways they can be long. They can be long by position or long by nature. Long by nature happens when a vowel is just long in a dictionary entry. If you look it up, it shows you it's long, you know it's long. Weta would be a great example. The I in weta is long by nature. Look it up in a dictionary entry, you will see that is the case. Long by position, there are basically two possibilities. Any vowel that is followed by two or more consonants is long by position. This E in Perdukra is followed by RD, that's two consonants. That's long by position. Okay? This O in Huck is followed by a C and an S. Even though they're in different words, that's still a vowel followed by two consonants. That's long by position. The A in Likeat is followed by TN. That's two consonants, so the A is long. Okay? That's long by position. Anytime a vowel is followed by two consonants. Long by position. Okay? The other possible way something can be long is if it's a diphthong. Diphthongs are two vowels that act together to create one sound, one syllable. Sancti, right here with that AE produces one sound, one syllable. Sancti. Therefore, since it's one sound, one syllable from two vowels, it is long. End of discussion. Similarly, foetus here, the OE produces the sound oi, which is one sound, one syllable, so that is long. So that is long by position, long due to a diphthong, long by nature. Okay, that's all we need to be focused on. Now, we're going to talk about a few exceptions, some of which are brand new. Okay, first of all, be aware of something that happens with words that have QUs. You see the QU in perpetuumque. Realize that you do not pronounce this U like a vowel. In fact, you pronounce QU like two consonants. It really sounds like a K and then a W sound, both of which are consonants. Kwa. So do not think of this U as a vowel. It is really more like a consonant, in fact. All right, what else do I need to tell you? I need to tell you about elision. Elision occurs when you end one word, like in Magni here, with a vowel. Whoops, bad example. I missed. Let's try that again. Elision happens when you end a word like fakata with a vowel and start the next word, ut, with a vowel. The E in the fakata will disappear, and that whole syllable will disappear. And this would become faketut. Another example of that would be right here with atque and id. The E elides into the I, so the E is going to disappear. That becomes atquid. All right, that's elision. Now there are a couple other scenarios when elision occurs that we need to be aware of. And again, this is something many of you have seen already, but we're going to review it. When you have a vowel M ending a word and then a vowel starting the next word, that vowel M will get gobbled up and elide. This becomes nostrinter. One more possible thing to be aware of. If you have a vowel M, or really just a vowel ending a word, and the next word starts with an H, you can ignore that H because they don't really say the H very strongly. So the aeternum hoc could elide to aeternok. So that's another possibility for elision. You've got vowel, vowel, vowel M, vowel, then you've got vowel M or vowel, and then H. All of those are possible scenarios for elision, for syllables getting gobbled up. Okay, now, something brand new. Absolutely, completely brand new. To all of you. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. So, if you have a word like patris, you need to beware. It's really tempting to look at the TR here and say, oh, that's a double consonant, and so the A must be long. But the question is, how do you divide these syllables? You can divide this like this, patris, or you can actually legitimately divide it patris. If the Romans meant for you to divide it patris, this A is long. If the author meant for you to divide it patris, the A would be short. Okay? That's kind of a bizarre concept. But the rule ends up being as follows. And be prepared to be a little bit confused. If you have a P, T, C, B, D, or G, followed by an R or an L, you have a scenario like this, where the vowel in front of the two consonants could either be long or short. Another example, latebrai. The BR here fits this BR scenario. So this could either be long or short on the E here. Both are possible. Now, I'm not asking you to memorize all these letters. I'm only asking you to remember the R and the L, and then be ready to play with any vowel combination where any consonant combination where the second consonant is an R and L, and realize that you can separate them into two syllables in multiple ways, which ultimately means the vowel can either be short or long. So watch out for the R and the L, the R and the L, as a second consonant in a pair of consonants. All right, very last thing, and this is brand new to you. When a foot of poetry ends up being long, short, short, we call that a dactyl. That's D-A-C-T-Y-L, dactyl. This comes from the Greek word for finger, because the idea is when you look at your finger, all right, like if you're pointing, your finger has three joints to it, and the first one looks long, the next one looks short, and the very last one looks short as you go to the tip of your finger. So from your hand, you've got a long joint, then a short joint, and another short joint, or a short little section until you get to the tip of your finger. So they call the long, short, short a dactyl. If your foot produces a long, long, they call that a spondy. And the origin of that is not as interesting. So long, short, short is dactyl. Long, long is spondy. The way I always remember this is dactyl. The till sound is a short vowel sound, so that's the long, short, short one. Spondy, the E is a long vowel sound, so that's the long, long one. Use whatever system you want, but that is all I have for you. And that's pretty much just about every last thing you need to know about meter. Know it for a quiz. Waleta.